Hello and welcome to The Table is Yours, a role-playing adventure show where a bunch of friends sit around a table and through video call to play Dungeons and Dragons and then eventually other TTRPGs. Mm-hmm. My name is Colin Marley. I'm your good friend, your GM, your DM, and my pronouns are they, them. You can follow me places, and that is at Kryles. And just because this is a combined 2-on-1 episode, because we did Mom's last episode, this week we're doing favorite media, TV, movie dads, and I'm going to choose Greg Universe from Steven Universe. Let's go around and meet our fatherly friends, starting with Lexi May Hunter.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Lexi May Hunter. I use she, her pronouns. I would also pick Greg, but to add the variety of life, I will say I love Phil Dunphy from Modern Family.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I play Wash. Our pronouns are he, him. You can find me on Steam. For my fun fact, my favorite dad or whatever is Hal from Malcolm in the Middle.
Hi, my name is Sydney. I play Codex Saori, just a girl right now. Our pronouns are she, her. In the future, maybe we'll get back to whatever her class is. My favorite digital media dad is Saint 14 from Destiny 2. He is Bird Dad, and I love him, and I'm glad that he has his husband.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I play Tiefling Paladin Bard Isabella Ballador. We both use she, her pronouns, and my favorite TV dad is also Phil Dunphy, but I will go with Jerry from Totally Spies.
Oh, hell
Yes! Hi, I'm Jacob. I play Finley Day Galilei, Fearbold Druid. Our pronouns are he, him. My favorite, you can find me on social media at Jake Y on Instagram and Twitter at Jake Y with a V instead of an A. My favorite media dad is Inuyasha.
Yeah.
From the anime, Inuyasha.
Hi, I'm Vic. I play Resident Rap Boy Terrence Astonis. My pronouns are they, them. Terrence's are he, they. Find me on Instagram at Vic_Gene__. And my favorite dad has to be Lloyd Forger from Spy Family. Love Spy Family.
Hi, I'm Heather Lore. I play Shay Ervos. You can find me on Instagram or other social media at Land of Lore. And I haven't put a lot of thought into this, but I will say for the moment, my favorite TV dads are George and Lance from She-Ra, Bo's fathers.
Oh, yes. Those are good ones.
They're so cute. I love them so much.
And of course, you can follow us anywhere at TTIY D&D on all socials. We got Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and of course, support our Patreon. We got cool stuff. We're cool people. We love you. I hope it's mutual, you know. But favorite TTIY dad? Not Safi or fucking no. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Favorite TTIY dad currently because he's so sad. Salvador.
Yeah, I was gonna say Salvador probably.
but usually Keurig or Safi.
For $10 on Patreon, Heather will be your daddy.
Yeah.
I will be your daddy.
That low, that's a steal.
All right, well, with that, let us get into what happened on last episode of The Table is Yours. What story shall be sung today? One can never know how the melody might sound. Our adventurers have already begun to pluck the strings of their story, and their combined composition is unfolding like a road before us.
Okay, so Fiora and I just wanted to be silly and get drunk at the tavern for a girls' night out, but things got kind of weird very quickly. Issa and Casimir went to wake up Connie, which also got a bit tense because of post-banquet nerves and stuff. Issa and Terrence tried to reach out to her, Connie, and explain that we were all here for her and, wanted to help, but she stuck to her guns on being stubborn and pretty closed off. Somehow everyone ended up at the tavern where Fiora and I were chilling, and we ended up making a not-so-secret drinking game for whenever drama would occur. But then I realized Wash wasn't there and went to find him since I could imagine he was frustrated about the whole hand, teeth, mouth tattoo gang showing up and all that stuff. After lovingly and drunkenly throwing some rocks at him, he gave in to coming back with me to the tavern to talk. He then told me that people with the tattoos on their hands are the ones responsible for taking his parents. A little heart to heart later, and I was convinced we would punt these evil freaks' heads off when we got to the fight club. After that, we rejoined the crew at the now quite crowded table as the drinking game continued, which quickly devolved into an an argument between Connie and Casimir. He called her out for being aggressive towards everyone after Connie was, well, aggressive towards everyone. And even though she wasn't super receptive, other people chimed in saying, hey, mistakes happen and it's best to take it in stride and learn from it. Connie replied that she was struggling with change because it felt like her past mistakes were always coming back to the surface, but she did open up about Lady Seraphima and her past a little bit. She explained how Seraphima, her aunt, forced her to be her, pseudo-daughter Adelaide, and the ghost she saw was a stand-in who died in her place when she made her escape. She also explained that in trying to uncover her aunt's dark secrets after her escape, an explosion went off in a prothonotary. I don't really know what that is, but it exploded, and it killed her brother Ezra and paralyzed her sibling Axel. She said that at the end of it all, she was just trying to do the right thing. And Casimir was like, yeah, I mean, if you keep being mean to everyone, people are gonna see you that way. But if you accept that hurt and try to keep moving forward, eventually things get better. Finley also chimed in at the end, asking if Connie had a diamond to bring Ezra back, was she the person she'd want him to meet when he was back? Anyway, a lot of stuff happened, but, the drinks at this tavern were pretty good.
Well, we're picking up exactly where we left off,
Well,
which was Finley saying, why don't you just repeat it, Jacob, for me?
if you could bring back your brother tomorrow, are you the person that you would want him to come back to?
Mm-hmm.
I actually was talking with Fiara about this a while ago. I wouldn't want to bring him back into this place, not because of me, but because of everything else.
Scrap that. That's not what I'm asking. Are you the person, right now, you would want him to come back to, regardless of the situation? Perfect world. You are who you are right now. Is that who you want your brother to come back to?
Are you insinuating that I'm a bad person? You want me to admit that openly into the table?
I'm asking you.
Fiara's about to come back and goes, ugh.
Yeah, Shay takes a drink.
Codex is like, I'm gonna go check on Fiara. She's been in the bathroom for a really long time.
Fiara will probably return and just she's gonna sit down. And just sits down. She seems like she cut her toasty in half. She's tipsy.
Shay slides a drink over to her.
Sips like child with both hands.
Yes.
What I'm asking is, what would it fix to bring him back?
He would be back.
Would that help you? Would that help your family? Would you?
He would be alive.
But would he be in your camp? Is what I'm asking.
No, he wouldn't be. But he'd be alive.
Right.
What are you trying to get at?
How much would you grow in order to get him back in your camp? Every day that I am alive, I know there's no hope to bring my family back. But every day I am who I am, because one day I'm going to die and I'm going to meet them again. Do you carry him with you every day?
Why are you sounding so accusatory?
Who's accusing you? I'm asking. He passed. People can blame you for it. People can hold you to it. Are you who you are every day because you're going to see him again one day? Do you want to be a good person? Because if you're going to bring him back and then still act how you do around your family, then he could say, thanks for bringing me back, but it would have been nice to have my sister too, you know? I don't think you're a bad person.
What are you getting at?
I'm just asking a question.
Right.
And you just seem to not want to answer that question. Are you going to be a good person that he could come back to?
Do you think I'm not a good person?
I don't know anything about you.
I think you're already judging me.
Well, I mean, sure. You do things knowingly that do upset people. And those people are close to you. And that's coming. I lack tact. I have none. No tact whatsoever. I'm just curious. That's all. Because you could be a good person.
But you're saying I'm not.
Are you a good person?
I'm trying to be.
So you're saying you're not right now.
I'm working on it.
How hard?
What is this high horse you are
I
on
am
right
not
now?
on
You are on a high horse right now.
I am the tallest boy on the smallest pony.
Cinnamon
We all do that. We
I
all
looked at V2
we're
and V2 was like,
what?
Wash
Yeah.
drinks.
Shay holds up the water to Cinnamon, just like.
I just want to know that you're someone I can protect. If you will allow me to do
Oh,
it.
thank you so much. Oh my god. The big, strong Finley is going to protect me now. I'm trying. Is that not good enough for you? Sorry, I'll start groveling.
That's going to make you a good person.
I think all of us as a group are trying to do better every single day, regardless of how we feel about ourselves being good or bad, but we are trying to help people and do better every single day. I know I am. Does that seem familiar to you, Connie?
Trying.
We
And I
all
think
met
that
because
effort-
we were literally criminals.
Issa.
And also Codex and Issa were here, but the original whole thing, I mean, that we all just kind of came into each other because we were doing crime. So that's.
I wasn't doing crime.
But you kind of tagged
Oh
along.
wait, you kind of did do crime.
You absolutely.
You also did do a crime.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I was at the graduation because I was doing adventuring stuff.
Oh no,
Before that.
before that.
Before that.
What happened? Oh fuck!
Do you
right,
remember?
the diamond. Right? Yeah.
We've all done things that were objectively wrong. We have all made mistakes. We have all hurt people in some capacity. The point is, now, since we've been together, I don't think any of us have done anything with malicious intent to hurt someone else. We've all been staying together to try and improve ourselves and improve the world around us, because that's what we want to do. We're trying to help whoever and however. And I think that, as a step, is as much as we can do. And as long as you choose to do it, then that's good enough.
Shay cheers, turns his glass.
I hate to play devil's advocate. I understand. No, I'm going to anyway. Finley's wording everything incorrectly, I think. If I'm translating, I'm not assuming to, but you yelled at your family at this party. I could be wrong, but are you asking Connie, were she to bring back Ezra tomorrow, and Ezra's to have misgivings about the things you've done, would you act the same way towards him that you have with your family at the thing last night? And would it be fair for him to have misgivings? And would it be fair for him to air those with you?
I look towards Finley to see if Finley is saying, is that what you were saying?
With what I was saying with that intent, that's what I mean. From
Yeah.
that point.
I think my family has so many reasons to be pissed off at me.
Alright.
And I would say sorry. Finley, I don't need protecting. I'm an adult. I've made my choices. I've fucked up. I can fix it myself. I'll ask for help. I might need help. I don't need protection. I don't need a guardian. I don't need somebody who thinks that they are going to be stronger than me.
Not stronger than you. You have too many strengths that I don't have. The only thing I can do is make sure that the position that I'm in, and what I want to do, is make sure that all of you have the space, the potential, and the safety to be the people you want to be.
So I'm gonna try. Sorry, I feel like he's my responsibility a bit. As Fiara interjects too. If we were to bring back our parents, I'm sure Balthazar would not want to present how he does. You have made choices because of a bad thing that happened to you that have ended up hurting other people that you care about. And you've lashed back when they've tried to, not necessarily come back to you at it. Are you asking, would she do the same to Ezra, and are you trying to say she shouldn't? I don't know what you're trying to ask.
I just don't want other people to be in that wake of becoming a good person. It's not like I think
I
you
literally
intentionally
just said I don't want people getting hurt from my action. Do you not fucking listen?
No, I'm listening, but I don't think you wanted anybody to get hurt.
Hold on. Casimir, kind of everyone breathe. Okay? You've done shitty things. Who cares? I mean, people do care, and people will argue on things, but at this moment in time, you've done shitty things, who cares? I could, just from the look of some of you, I could say you've done the same. And all because hurt people hurt people. At this point in time, Finley, you are now associated or part of the Fated Fates. Since you've taken up that role, and Cinnamon is now who Cinnamon is. Cinnamon goes, "Wah." grievances should be aired. Doesn't necessarily need to be all right now. But trying to get it across that you want to be able to trust the people around you. I hate to be a translator for you, Finley, but it's not boding well, and you all need to work together because we don't. Not that we were like your saving graces, but we don't have our connections anymore on the Berg. And if you're going to be going back to the Berg to look for more diamonds, she and I are here.
Finley just nods.
You've all had different experiences with your own families. We all, if we haven't all been fucked up by our families at this table, to some degrees. You wish things to be different with what happened to you, and it sounds a little like you're lashing out on her. You have things that have happened to you that it sounds like you've been lashing on everybody else with. Like myself, my siblings, the same thing. Issa, you have things. Wash, I know you have things. It's not my place to say. Terrence, I also know you have things.
I love Estella.
Oh yeah, she's
I meant
great.
your father, but... Oh. And the other one. They have the census. He knows who lived with who.
I know.
Yes, the census.
But, and Shay, I can only assume we all have our issues with the people we've held close and the people we've lost or the people that have been hurt. This sounds like it's not either way going to be something that can, at this moment in time, relate to fix. That's okay. We say things wrong, and we didn't mean it that way.
I don't want people to get hurt when they're helping me.
It's gonna happen.
I also am afraid of taking advantage of people.
It's gonna happen.
Do you think you're taking advantage of us while we're all helping each other?
It feels like it's my issue, my fuck up, and if you get hurt for my fuck up, it feels bad. It just feels bad.
Sorry, because of Seraphima? Fiora says. It's not that Seraphima doesn't directly relate to you, but it's not... She doesn't just affect you. You come from a very controversial family.
Yeah.
I'm going to air something. Your grandfather killed his family and his whole village.
Oh,
That's not her fault. That's not your fault. But there are tensions here. Something else just because... I have reason to believe that tattoo has something to do with... that they have connection to Seraphima. I don't know if directly, but at least... They've shaken hands. I could be wrong. But Seraphima isn't just your weight. I could be wrong. But I have heard, and from what Finley told me earlier, I need to express that to you. I don't know anything about it, I just know that you had a huff about it. That's all that Finley told me.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming there's something more there. And, not going to air your thing, but I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know. Well, actually, I don't know where... Can I say something? Can I just air it? If we're just airing things?
Sure.
Yes, please.
Terrence's father was a garrison, a bronze guard, and died outside on a garrison trip. I don't know where, but if it was in this direction, it was more than likely about Seraphima.
It wasn't over here. Yes. He was in the canyons.
I'm sorry for dropping that.
I didn't know him. He could have been a fucking terrible guy. I don't know.
He was the one that was attacked by the beast, right?
Yeah. What? I mean, what I'm hearing, if I can just
Interject.
is that it seems like the root of everything in all of us is kind of the same. We all have our own things to worry about, and none of us want to bring each other into it, because I feel like a lot of us haven't cared about people in a really long time. And now that we do, it's terrifying. But we've been working together, and we've been doing this, and trusting yourself to trust other people is hard. But we're all grappling with it, and we all just kind of have to suck it up and accept that we all are gonna help each other, and we're all gonna get hurt for each other. We're all gonna do shit for each other, because that's why we're a team, and that's why we've been working together. And Finley, I include you in this too, because you fucking jumped on the ship as soon as you got here. So and you've bared your soul to us in the day and a half that we've known you.
She kind of is just blankly staring and just nodding.
So there's so much common ground amongst all of us. And I think that's why we've stuck together for this long. why we'll continue to stick together no matter what crazy shit we get up to next.
You watch as Fiara kind of like dust herself off, and you see some like magical glint as she kind of sobers herself up. You're all gonna fuck up and continue to. I still do it. And you do it for the reasons because you think you're doing the right thing, and then there's someone that's gonna get hit in the crossfire. There's a difference between it happening unintentionally and intentionally. Both can still fall to blame to you all, or whoever, myself, anybody. Don't intentionally put people in, if you can avoid it. But I know we've had distance and grievances, and I'm sorry. And I'm sorry that... long story short, I've been in this place of the Berg is my entire enemy, and anybody linked with the Berg was also the enemy. So I treated you like nothing more than pawns because I saw you and your place and your people as my enemies, and that was wrong. We all have a common enemy, I think. And I think it's delving into other things with this blood stuff and diamonds and other stupid shit, and we can either work together and as open and honestly as we can try, or not. And that doesn't mean you're a bad person if you don't want to get involved. That doesn't mean you are a failure if you don't want to get involved. Whatever. But if you 7 are going to work, you need to work together. And you don't have to. I took a chance and went vulnerable for you all because in that moment of immense heat and anger after the auction, when I told you all about what my plan was, you all at least heard me out. Doesn't matter if you agreed or not. And nobody went immediately to whatever the fuck and said, "Oh, the Nama Society." You immediately, and I know I threatened you, because that's what we do. You get backed into a corner and you threaten somebody. Try to get whatever you can get back. And I'm sorry, but also, I know most of us would do. I know you would do the same, pointing at one. And I know you would do the same, pointing at Finley. And even you, Terrence. I don't know you that well, but I would like to know you a little better. But I hate to put you at your serums, because you are more than your serums. They're just consequences and they're different things that we all have to adjust to. And I'm sorry if I've put that on you because I was confused and scared of the things that you do. But to be fair, if I look in the mirror, no pun intended, we all have those things. We all have our secrets. We all have our failures, our struggles, and our worries. I know I barely know you people, but you did something that nobody since the Martyrs, who I walked away from, not really, but, I left the wilds to go to the Berg to try to fix things and never saw them for who I should have seen them as. I mean, I protected them and I held them, but they are my new family. They are my current family. But you all did something that I didn't expect people ever in the Berg to ever do, which is you at least heard me out. And you kept me safe. Sure, just by word of mouth, but you did that. So you're all capable of doing good. As well as you're all capable of doing bad. And neutral, like drinking. I think if we want to try to all get to the bottom of this, we need to have that transparency. If it's necessary. You don't need to tell me if you shat in the woods one week. I don't need to know.
So last week.
If it's something you think will anchor you, and I don't mean anchor in a good way, I mean anchor like drag, bring it up. And if people are upset about it, let them be upset, let them hear it, let them think about it, let them come back to you. If it weren't for you all, and this is a big thing to say, I would have lost another family member. Despite how horrible he is. And I could say how much I owe all of you for that. Especially with the atrocities he's committed. He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't. But you still gave him that chance. I think that speaks to something. You gave someone a chance who out of all of the wrongs we've all committed, did the worst. And you didn't kill him. Now, there are people who do deserve to die, and if I wasn't his sister, maybe I would feel the same. Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and call you all heroes, but you're good people who do good things, and you're trying to help. And you don't always have to be good. You don't always have to succeed. You just gotta try. Do you all want to try to fix Zabaria?
I want to help people.
Yeah, of course.
Finley's just kind of obviously listening and paying full attention, but it's just kind of it's like a nod with a shrug.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I just want to fix stuff and make it better for other people.
I guess.
Yeah.
I do too. I don't know the right way. I try and I make mistakes. Then I try again. It doesn't mean it's a higher purpose thing. It doesn't mean we're above anybody and we're not riding high horses. But just people trying to do things that are right and better by other people. No one's asking you to be Rogue Khan.
Those idiots? Good.
Those fucking losers. So righteous.
And no one's holding you to anything. And I'm not above you. I am your ally. Ally. So is Casimir. I don't know.
No, I think you're right. And I'm sorry that I've been thinking that this is just solely my way. I think sometimes you forget when the fire is your house that other people can be affected by it. Look, I'm sorry I got heated at you.
I'm sorry I threw fire at you.
It's okay, I can take it.
Even if you can take it, it doesn't mean you have to. Finley's just gonna, he's gonna like hold the tankard out.
I don't know if I should. After last night, do you really want me drinking again?
You don't have to drink it. This is my.
Just
I want
cheers
you to
with your water cup.
cheers the glass.
She has probably like a coffee, honestly.
Yeah, true.
How's morale?
Yeah, well then, I guess with that, everybody just roll a Constitution save at disadvantage.
Oh, I critically failed.
What did you get? 1?
17.
17 Wash?
21.
21 for Wash.
can't
Codex?
I choose to fail.
Choose to fail. Issa?
I got a natural 1.
Finley?
1.
Terrence?
1.
And Shay?
7.
Alright. Did you roll a disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Casimir, Connie, and Wash, you guys are all, like, warm. Like, there's no way you're sober. You're not sober, but, like, you're like, yeah, I'm coherent. Everybody else is drunk.
Hammered.
Fiara got a 4.
Yeah.
Hammered.
How do I just imagine, like, Kodak's like, we should bring Balthazar in, and everyone goes, no! Like, yeah, so then you guys just kind of drink out the night, and then go back to Panworks. Is there anything anybody would like to do in that evening bit, or are we moving to the next day?
I'll say it out loud so it can be because Shay is the only one that said we're going to talk about that later. I'm going to whisper a secret to Shay that only Shay will know.
So we're just stumbling back still?
Yeah.
Perfect. Terrence, we need to fight club together.
Okay.
Wait, who's this Dominic guy again? Your stepdad?
Yeah, the piece of shit. He was horrible. Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
I killed that motherfucker. And I don't regret it at all.
Shay is chuckling and just like,
What? She's just like, what
Hey, you met my mom, right? You met her.
Stella. I just,
Can you imagine if someone... Okay, if you can imagine that someone is even capable of hurting her?
I would kill them too.
Exactly.
Yes, Rory's so sweet. Rory would never, but if anyone would.
No, and I saw it, and I was... Fuck, I was like 16. And he just fucking sucked so bad. And it was, you know what's especially funny? Not funny. Is that it was actually the first serum I ever used.
So Terry killed him.
No. He ate it and he exploded. They thought it was a yam allergy.
Did you know that would happen?
No, I mean it happened to the rats, so I just like it might have happened to the people, but I didn't care. Worst case, it would like maim him, but then he kind of turned into mist. So, yeah.
Well, you know what? She like smacks her back. I'm proud of you.
What?
You defended sweet Estella, and he, I assume, was doing terrible, terrible things to her, and anyone who did that deserves to be turned to mist.
Yeah. He was a stain on the world, so I made him a stain on the wall and the floor and my mom. I'm just kidding. She washed it off. He probably slumps over in your arms at that point and will not remember telling you this.
Amazing. I love it so much.
Alrighty, so then you guys all sleep and then wake up the next morning. The DeMarches are there to non-hangover if you can.
Yes.
Yeah, but Fiara is there, Casimir is there, Russian Willow are there, Kryn is there. There are people there. So, I hope we're all feeling rested and good. What is our lead? Looking at Cinnamon. Whack.
Philly's just nodding at Cinnamon, just like, mm-hmm.
We don't understand.
Can we get the translation?
Ah, damn. So there is a fight club. They've got that tattoo that you slammed the man's face onto the table for.
And do we know that this is Fiara? We know that this place is headed by those people?
The person who gave us the information about the fight club had that tattoo.
Okay.
So it's the best
who we
lead
know.
we've got at the moment.
And where is it again, the fight club?
By the crater of Dhoetian Mhor.
Right. Okay.
Is that an important place?
Right, that's where that's my home that got destroyed. So it's kind of like a homecoming for me.
You okay with going back there?
I've seen it since, but I'd rather take care of this thing that's there that shouldn't be than just avoid it from whatever I could feel from it.
Well, then, we have rations for you. Finley can be your guide. We will try to stay in contact. I know Issa has direct contact to Casimir, so...
Right. We should be off. She's gonna give everyone a hug before she goes.
Okay, yeah.
Even the people she...
Yeah, I think Issa's like, hey, Fiora, are you done with the tome?
Yes. I don't know what I can potentially do with the things I got. Hopefully they work, but thank you for letting me see it.
Yeah. Also, my dad would, I think, be on our side in the whole you both getting back into the Berg thing.
It just might make things easier, but I don't want our plight to be your plight. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it is.
We literally just had a conversation, I think, last night about, helping each other and stuff.
What I mean more is I don't want something that doesn't... something that would make something more convenient to be the issue at hand. Do you know what I mean?
I can hear what
Don't prioritize it if you don't have to. Just kind of nods. Yes. As you guys all head out, Casimir is going to grab you, Issa, before you completely leave. I just wanted to clear something up and say something. I haven't really had time to process that. I think I don't have many people I care about, and I think you are now one of them. So I'm sorry if it's been weird for me. But, you are a person that I think I am starting to care deeply for. Just as I do my sister and my brother, as he kind of rolls his eyes. So, stay safe, and yeah. Maybe one day I'll feel the same way about the other fated fates, or even the martyrs of Ponte for that matter. So, I wanted to say that.
It's not weird. I feel connected to you too. And then I'll hug him.
He's kind of does a little bit one back and says, I don't have many friends, so.
Well, you definitely have me. I'll try to stay safe, and you do the same.
Good luck.
Thanks. See you soon.
He nods and just kind of awkwardly turns and then walks away. Alrighty. So, you all walk out and start making your trek. Finley, lead the way.
For that, he's gonna gather Willow, Rush, and Kryn. He's be like, alright y'all, I'm gonna be gone, but stay safe. And if I ask a tour and soon get back, just let them know where I'm going and what I'm doing.
We're actually heading out somewhere, well, not Mom, but we're heading out back over to the Mid-Nora Pass.
Oh, alright, well, stay safe. And he's just big arm hug all three of them at the same time.
Yeah.
Why am I involved in this? Says Kryn.
Well, because I love you, and I want everyone here to know that, and I will be safe, and so will you all.
Love you too, kid. Good luck with the people that seem to be different, or whatever. And Crin just like walks off.
She has such a weird.
Willow just goes, "We love you too, Finn. You'll be okay. Just keep your head on you."
It's where it's always going to be. And he's going to turn around and be like, "Don't worry, Rush. You don't have to say anything back. Just be safe."
You're gonna be safe.
Then he's going to just kind of like scoop up Cinnamon, grab his little like shoulder bag, and like walk out the cave and be like, "All right, everybody. We're going to go east. Let's hit the sand."
Yes.
While we're all walking,
I have sunscreen. I don't want to be the only one who gets burned again, please.
how is everybody with building a camp out of what's around?
The last time we were in the wilds, we had literally nothing. So we just slept on rocks.
It's actually quite nice.
Well, next time when we stop for today, we do have stuff to make camp, but I can also point out what's possible to make something when you have nothing, just in case we run out. But we'll be fine for tonight. Everybody got their water skins. Everybody hydrated.
Check.
Just like making a checklist, like he's a chaperone for a field trip. Everybody used the bathroom. Everybody good to go. Looking at everybody, just like nodding.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, cool, perfect. Here we go. If you see anything out of order or suspicious or dangerous, just say something.
So
If you see something, say something.
If you see something, say nothing and drink to forget.
No, that's Merc's side. If you see something, say nothing. If you're in the wilds, if you see something, say something.
Loudly, and so other people can come help.
Right, but just kind of like guide them out of town.
Yeah.
Start heading east towards the bay.
Yeah. Alrighty. Everyone just make a survival check.
I like
Let's see how we fare.
Ooh, I got a natural 20.
Nice.
Connie, survival.
19.
Wash.
13.
Codex.
13.
Issa.
7.
Finley.
27.
Terrence.
Ooh, 23.
Shay.
17.
Nice.
But it is a nat 20.
It is a
It's a
natural.
natural 20.
Yeah, so you guys, you make it pretty far first day. I'd say you probably make it about 24 miles before it becomes nightfall. And it's pretty fine. Like, there's nothing, like, huge that's happening.
Yeah.
There's not really rivers nearby, so you're kind of just walking on badlands that turn into desert with the mountainscape on your left as you're just walking towards the direction that Finley says. But eventually, you kind of, like, find this little, like, nook with rocks and, like, maybe, like, a few little trees, like, desert-esque trees to make camp for the night.
For anybody that rolled low, there will be moments where Finley like looks over and sees you and is just like, "You want to hop on?
Drink some water.
Drink some water. Hop on my back. I'll carry you till you want to walk again."
Says this to Wash.
Yeah. She will hold Cinnamon.
Wash does not look tired. He just did not really save his water.
All right, so you guys make camp for the night. I'm going to take your survival checks. So you're making a good enough camp, and there's maybe like a perimeter you can make.
All right. Being in the wilds, someone is gonna probably have to take watch.
I'll take first watch.
But there's so many of us, and there is only so much time that we would need to sleep. So if anybody doubles up, perfect. Otherwise, some people just won't take watch tonight. So if anybody wants to, I know you said first.
I don't need much sleep, so yes.
I'll join Shay.
Perfect.
Okay. I'll probably take second watch, but if I take second watch, no one has to really take over after me. I can just do the entire night after. Don't worry about it.
No, I'll take third.
All right. So, first, second, third, you're going to do first as well. No one else?
Alright. I don't fall asleep until like 3 anyway, so
This
this is perfect.
Please both do your roll perception.
Ooh.
19.
24.
Nice.
I think we just like play cards.
Yeah.
Our
Our normal shoot the shit
Because
kind
I'm
of thing
like,
that
what
we've been
happened
doing.
last night?
Wait, do you remember telling me about Dominic?
He's probably like dealing cards and like he's like, what did I say exactly? Without
Judging by your face, clearly not.
I know that he was mentioned earlier in the night. What exactly did I say?
Well, more or less that he was sort of the first person you tested a serum on, kind of.
Oh, so I said like all of it, didn't I?
If that's all of it, then yes.
Yeah.
There was mist mentioned. Yes.
Yeah.
And he hurt Estella.
Oh yeah, he was actually like I mean, oh yeah, I remember it now. Yeah, he was a real shitbag. He hit me and he hit my mom. He was like not a good guy.
Well, that shitbag fucking deserved it then.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. The only thing I feel bad about is that like my mom had to see it. I didn't know. I sort of knew what was gonna happen. Like part of me knew what was gonna happen. The other part of me kind of didn't know that was going to happen. His arms exploded.
Oh.
His whole body was like yep.
But his arms were first?
No, yeah, it was just his arms exploded and then he like kind of passed out. But here's the thing, because I don't use magic, it was never caught. Because they assumed this was could only be caused by a magical effect, so I never got caught.
Very clever.
Because obviously police were called. And because he worked in Merkside, which is something I learned about much later, like connecting dots, you know. Mm-hmm. My mom said he worked like underground or something and told that to the coppers, but no one had the dots to connect that until I worked down there later, and I was like, oh, I see. So because he was involved in some shady stuff, they just assumed it was like drugs or something.
Makes
or
sense.
an allergy syrup, but yeah.
True enough.
You're only like the second person I've told. Yeah.
Well, I'm on then. And I doubt you remember this, but I'm proud of you.
He's like, thanks.
You took care of someone that was hurting you and your mother. And even though it wasn't easy, I think you did the right thing.
That's nice to hear. The other person I told, she's like one of my best friends. I haven't seen her in a while, but she kind of put it together.
Do you want to talk about this, right? I don't think you ever mentioned them before.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll tell you all about it. And I'm just gonna, fade out. I'll tell you about my two best friends from high school.
Fuck yeah.
They're very sweet.
Perfect.
Alrighty, second watch.
Issa, come party girl.
So as you guys are kind of like just, starting to like just like talking, getting things set up and blah blah blah, and maybe you're saying like, how was the watch with Terrence? Both of you kind of looking off into the distance, you'll see like very briefly the shadow on the mountain. You don't see much other than its dark silhouette, and then when it kind of like unfurls its hands, it's humanoid, the shadow, you do see the tips of what you would assume are the fingers are these bright flashes. Very similar to what you saw when you guys were with Rush and Willow the first time of the beast. But you can feel the heavy weight of a piercing look on you. And it's just standing there. I would say in the distance, probably about 200 feet.
I think I messaged Shay so we don't have to talk out loud. I'm like, should we wake everyone up? Or like, is it just gonna stand there? I feel like we should wake everyone up. I feel like at least Finley. Finley lives out here. I don't.
Exactly, yeah. Why don't you stay here keeping your eye on it just in case, and I will go sleep around and make sure everyone's awake.
Okay, I'll just stare at it.
So you're going to wake her up?
Yeah.
Terrence has just fallen asleep, doesn't even need to be really woken up, kind of just like leans up, gets...
I'll go smack whoever I can. Awake.
So are we all up?
Yeah, you all get shaken awake. Shaken awake.
Why?
That's how I responded because why'd you wake me up?
Why'd you do that?
I don't know if you all can see it over there, but I think there's something very creepy and somewhat dangerous watching us.
So Finley, for everything that you've known about the beast, you guys have always been wary of the beast, not really knowing any origin of it or lore about it. As far as Fiara's ever told you, since she's left Ponte, the beast has been a thing that she's known about. She could have had theories that the beast didn't exist before, like, the fall of Ponte, but she doesn't know. She has no confirmation, necessarily. But she knows definitely, like... She knows that it appeared more once the wilds kind of was, like, sucked dry. Mm-hmm. I think now, with the information that you found out since the Balthazar fight, and she returned with Balthazar and Casimir kind of in shambles, it was like, let me tell you all the truth. Mm-hmm. They wonder if there's a connection to this weird, like, blood ritual magic, but there's no evidence. But like, it's not like an idea they don't have floating around. Like it was probably tossed around by either Casimir or Fiara. But not much is known. Like there's and Beast also, like, you've seen it up close and you see its silhouette. Beast is a weird turn for it. Like, so anyway, Shay wakes you all up. Issa, are you just standing and looking at it?
Yeah. Yes, I'm just standing there. Should I message it?
When you say that, you watch as like a leg lunges forward just to start slowly walking.
I'm gonna bury myself.
Oh yeah, just dig a hole, put your head in there, and
Yeah,
fill it.
maybe if I just am underground, it won't kill us.
You won't find us.
Should we leave?
We can
Maybe.
try.
Where would we go?
Away from here, maybe.
I message it. Do I know you?
When you message that, you see this brief, everybody probably sees this, there's this brief, like, kind of like, I don't know what the right word is, but like this, not duck, but like it moves into a quick prep position. Like it's about to lunge. And then like, as if time starts to slow, it like comes forward, like rushing towards, probably between, I don't know, I'm just assuming this, but I'm assuming it's Issa and Shay and the others.
Yeah.
Like, as if it's going to come towards the two of you in the middle.
Wash is very slowly trying to get big and to make loud noises to
Like
scare
a bear attack.
Issa, for your vision, it seems like time starts to slow for a second. As this thing is dashing towards you, and everything kind of stops, you hear these like chimes that kind of go off, probably in your head, really, but it probably sounds like outside, as you kind of just see like this like crack of light open, and descending is this like beautiful figure. I can't do this seriously. As she like descends almost like from the heavens, you see this figure in this like white gown that is like kind of laced with gold and purples, and she's wearing this like, you know what? Here, I'll just have someone else describe it. Hi, Lizzie. Can you describe what this person looks like?
Hello. Well, you see probably the most beautiful person you've ever seen in your life. So she may look a little similar to you in the fact that she's purple, but she's a little bit on the darker side of purple, if you know what I'm trying to say. And she's got, I don't know what I'm trying to say. She's got this, I don't know if I'm a ghost if you would see the color of my hair, but really thick, almost like Nordic braids everywhere. You see that I'm supposed to have two horns, but I've got one good one and one kind of that looks like someone just kind of snapped off with their hand a little bit. And then jewelry-wise, I would say Ghost Me probably isn't wearing anything else except for on top of my forehead, above my third eye, you see this kind of like gold, dainty little circlet thing.
Yeah, so she has two gold, and it's less ghost and more like angelic spirit. She has two golden eyes, and then on her forehead is a third eye, but the iris is pure white. There is like a gray pupil in it, but it's like it seems different than the two regular eyes. And she has almost like these like feather adorned like braids, or like not braids, bands in her hair, and then that circlet she describes that has a little opal. It's like a gold circlet that has an opal at the center, and she kind of like descends. It looks almost like this like it's kind of jaw dropping in a moment. Like she looks so timeless and like stoic for a moment and professional. And then she opens her mouth. For you, Issa, it kind of matches all of those things that your dad, Salvador, said and everything you've learned about this woman known as the Violet Matron of the Voltiac, the kind of like world-saving guild. So this looks like your great, like from everything you've heard, your great times like 10 almost ancestor, grandmother. Vivica, take it away.
Purple and sexy. 100% of my blood. Hello. I do all of the things, and I kind of do a little hip wiggle for dramaticism. What the fuck what are you doing? Why do I ever come down here and fix your shit?
What do you mean? We're just in, who are you, what?
I know what you was thinking you was gonna do before you did the thing you was thinking you was gonna do.
Are you just another person that's watching me constantly?
I watch everyone all the time, especially the naked ones.
What? What?
Mm-hmm.
I'm naked?
No, but sometimes you are. I know that.
Okay.
So, what you doing over here?
I mean, I was just on watch with my friend. We saw the beast in the wild. I don't know what it's actually called, but it looks scary.
I've seen scarier, but continue.
And then, so we saw it, and then my friend woke everyone up, and then we've just been staring at it, and then time stopped.
Why would you want to confront this thing you're in staring contest with?
Well, I didn't want to confront it, but now you're here, and you're yelling at me. But not yelling. You're not yelling.
No, I'm not yelling. I'm just correcting you.
What do I have?
You know how much energy it took me to come down here with the dramatic reveal and the la 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 la. Clearly, you should not be doing this.
How much energy does it? Where are you? How do you watch? Are you in the Divine Gate? What do you?
So Vivica, you do see Issa in front of you, like not in stasis talk. I would say like there's almost like everybody else. Like behind you, you see this blur, which you know is the beast that's rushing towards Issa, probably trying to kill her and the person sitting next to her. But like everybody but Issa is probably like a little less saturated because like time has stopped. You see all of them in that one picture behind Issa and Shay. But that's what you kind of just see them all like in this like kind of like ready fear stance pose behind your descendant and Shay, who's standing next to Issa. I will say, Issa, in this time stop, feel free to move about the cabin. But once the time stop is done, you will be back to where you were.
Do you have plan?
No.
Yeah, you don't need one. But it would be ideal. I used to know somebody who was obsessed with plans. Oh my god. Anywho.
And we just woke everyone up, and like I feel like even if I didn't talk to it, we probably would have died.
What kind of conversation did you have? You just said, "Oh, come here, daddy." Like, what did you say?
No, I didn't say. I definitely didn't say, "Daddy." I don't. No, that's weird. No, I just asked if it knew me. Was I like a target?
You are targeted a lot. It does not come from my side. I just like to let you know the sexiness and the purple and the horns is from my side. But the targeting and, you know, the sad and all the horrible things happen is from his side.
What?
Don't
I
blame
was
me.
destined to be sad?
Yeah.
You watch Issa as Vivica almost like puts her hands up to her forehead, and you watch as her third eye like blinks and then starts to glow this like bright. And she's doing this thing where she's kind of like, And Vivica, you kind of like just see this flat, like as you do this, when that happens, and you're kind of like, yeah, okay, I'm seeing it. In the image around you, the time stop, Issa, you watch as like almost like the last 6 months of your life is kind of like quickly unfolded around you in like this like kind of like turn or like roundabout like memory wheel, as like it seems like Vivica's like, yeah, I'm seeing what's happening to you. Something's happened. Yeah, all this stuff. And then you kind of see everything that's happened to Issa within the last 6 months. She lost the love of her life. She got tied in with this party. She jumped off a cliff. She got possessed by a god, maybe. She cried a lot.
She killed a couple people.
She got looked at by a weird vampire boy in the bath.
Yeah.
Naked.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep. She lingers on that memory for
What's
here.
But you watch as Vivica like uses her third eye to kind of like see this of you. And it kind of like passes in an instant, you, Issa, but for you, Vivica, it's like you kind of like you almost like kind of do dissect and see all these moments in full picture from your point of view. And then you kind of like come out of it and you're like, okay, downloaded.
Downloaded.
What was that?
Your life, I guess.
Can you do that with anyone's life?
If you, yeah. If their life is worth watching, it's worth putting the effort into, you know what I'm saying? Yours is, of course, because you are of me, but other people, like the crusty one. I'd be interested.
His name's Terrence. We don't have to call him the crusty one.
The one currently with his head underneath the sand.
Yeah, that one.
We like him.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Yeah. Issa returns the thumbs up.
Wait, does Vivica
Wait,
think
no.
you're dating?
Hold on.
You're not. You two aren't.
No, we're not. No, not really. Really, you just
Not
saw. Well, no, you just saw the last 6 months. Like, I'm not actually ready for that for anyone yet. But no, Terrence is firmly a friend.
Terrence explodes.
What about the hot one with the ears?
I think all of them are hot. Do you mean the rabbit?
You gotta have a rebound somehow.
I don't. Mm-mm. I'm all set, actually.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something that I told somebody a long time ago
Oh no.
Okay,
about what you do with your feelings.
okay, I could use some guidance on that, I guess.
No, listen, it's very helpful. This is my godly wisdom to you, okay?
Mm-hmm. Issa's nodding.
Imagine in your brain a steel chest,
Okay.
okay? And you take all of the sad and all of the bad and a little bit of the horny, and you shove it into the box. You close the box, you weld that bitch shut, and you throw it into the ocean.
Why would I want to get rid of the horny?
Our family can be a little much. Just tone down a little bit.
So just get rid of my feelings?
Not all of them, just dull it a little bit, get over it. You have more important things to focus on, i.e. the thing coming at you right now,
You probably have this brain blast moment, Vivica, of like, oh wait, yeah, I'm here to help you, I forgot.
Oh yeah, so sorry. I go on tangents, it's fine. I've been up there a long time. I don't get chance to chat that often.
So me talking to the beast and it coming to kill me was enough for you to come down to this plane to tell me to get over the sad parts of my life.
You just can't stand here and take this,
What do you mean, like stand there and get hit by the beast or die?
You need to fight back.
So you want me to fight the beast?
I want you to use what I gave you. What you
You
were
gotta
born
watch
with. What is inside of you. Use it.
You watch as she touches her forehead, and then she slowly comes to you and touches your forehead as you feel this arcane eye just kind of whoosh.
I give some to you, share with the others, especially that one. Pointing to the one with head in sand.
You watch as she kind of points to your friends, and you watch they all also have this white arcane eye that kind of just appears in front of their head before it closes and shuts. It doesn't stay. It just kind of it's almost like if someone took a light pen and drew a white eye, and then it opens and then shuts.
And you also see Vivica take her circlet off, and it actually becomes not ghostly, but actually tangible to you, and puts it on your head.
Oh wow.
I use this? You want me to use this to fight the beast?
That is more for decoration and, moral support, but yes.
Vivica's I want it back though when you die.
Yeah. I think, okay, I'm 20, so I might need some more guidance on this, because I still am a little confused about what you want me to do when time starts moving again.
When I was young, I did lots of things, hot-headed and stupid and without friends. It was a bad idea.
Yeah, I just do that with friends, I guess. The difference.
Yeah. But I think you need to... You are very important. Clearly, look at you. You are beautiful. You look just like me. You need to think. And points to her third eye. But doesn't touch it, obviously. And then touches yours.
Why am I important? Because I really don't feel important, and this is just...
Did you not hear me coming down saying you're from my bloodline? That alone makes you important.
Yeah. Okay. So just inherent then.
Do you not know who your great-great-grandfather is?
I don't think so.
If you meet him ever in life, you'll know because he's very hot. You are important because you are. Period. Slay.
I get it now.
Yes, yeah.
Time starts again. It's I can fight.
Okay.
Might not know this, and it might not even be related, but anyway, here I'm going to say it. I had a friend, a very, very long time ago, whose name was Isla. She did not think she was important. She followed people around like little puppet. Not saying you do, but she is what she is. She never really thought for herself or for a group, and then she finally realized that she is bad bitch, and you is bad bitch.
Okay, thanks.
Do bad bitch shit is what I'm basically trying to say, because you are of me, and I am basically the baddest bitch there is.
Okay, so you're gonna restart time, and then we should run, right? That's what you're getting at? We should definitely leave. But I feel like when you restart time, the beast is too close to me to do that, so I'm not...
Focus all of your thought into 1 second in time, and exactly what you want to happen will happen.
Okay. I'll try that.
It sounds so simple, right? It's so easy. Just think.
Yeah.
That's it. Literally think. And you will make it happen.
Okay, I'll try that.
Next time, avoid.
Okay. This is the second time it's happened, so the third time I will not do it. Fool me twice, and the third time we'll see.
Is he at least a handsome beast?
I can't really see. It's just a silhouette. I don't know.
Yeah, you probably like Vivica, you turn and you're like, it just looks blurry and you're like, ugh.
Slimy. Anyway, keep your friends alive.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to do.
No try, succeed.
Oh. Okay.
No pressure.
Thanks for the pep talk. And you're okay, Vivica?
Oh, good God. You do not know me. You do not know my life, my story, what I started, what you are. You do not have time for this. Anywho, this thing that I gave you, when you're done with it, just kind of toss it somewhere, and it'll make its way back to me, okay?
This feels very important, and I feel like I shouldn't just toss it.
It'll find its way back. It's kind of like fish on hook, you know? Reel it back, it'll come back.
Okay, and I'll just know when I'm done with it?
Yeah, you'll know, but also, if it's on your head when I try to reel it back, things get messy and squishy, so just make sure it is off of your head. But use it first.
Okay. Sure, yeah.
But this points, like, touches your third eye where it's supposed to be. That is yours to keep. Use it wisely. When Vivica, like, pokes it, it pops back up for, like, a second, and then when she takes her finger off, it goes away.
Okay, I can do it. Yes, I will.
You seem nervous.
I am mostly nervous all the time.
What is anxiety?
It's just, if you watch me, like, a little bit more, you'll see it manifested. It's, like, just very, like... I did reckless things, but then I do it again, and then I just get a little... I overthink things, and then sometimes I do reckless things, and then I get... and then it makes me sweaty.
You just shove it down, okay? Throw in ocean, weld shut, get over. Save some of it, you know. I've learned that. You have to save some of it. But you seem like you have a lot.
Yeah, I'm young and a lot of things happened. I don't...
Yes, it's true.
From what you can tell too, Vivica, it seems like the rest of the Fate of Fates are like that too. You're like, everyone deserves a box here.
I just like use my little magical light drawing to draw 7 more boxes and then just kind of distribute them evenly. Tell them how to use them, okay? Important.
I will tell them what you said, how to use them, but also I feel like if we were dodging the beast...
Vivica starts to, like, rise back into the sky as you're trying to, like, wait, hold on. As Vivica's like...
Okay, thanks. It was nice to meet you.
Any last minute question?
I'm just a little overwhelmed right now, but I have to save my friends, so no. Thanks for the jewelry.
Okay, drink lots of wine. Goodbye.
I do.
Up into the heavens.
And you kind of just watch as she, like, ascends into the sky, back into the light, kind of, like, give you a little double wave, and then, like, is gone. Like,
the emotional whiplash from Vivica cannot be captured by anyone other than you.
Yeah, it's true. Thank you, Lizzie!
Yeah, that was amazing. Yes.
I love you.
So, Issa, you watch as time slowly starts to move again. Shay, for, like, the briefest of instances, you're standing there and you kind of just see, like, it's like you see this image of Vivica sitting in front of like Issa for 1 second, and then she's gone. It's like, for you, it'll be like, because everything is going in regular time for you, it's just like this flash. And you're like, Issa, what are you doing? Are you going to push Shay out of the way so you guys can dodge?
Yeah, I think I grab Shay and, like, I just try to focus, like Vivica said, and think, and I'm just kind of like, no. And then I just pull Shay out of the way. And I'm envisioning all of my party members being very safe right now.
Roll a wisdom check.
6.
So what I'll say is you push Shay out of the way. It seems like it was going right between you and Shay. So as Shay's already moving, you kind of like guide Shay in that same way as you're moving forward, as time is still slowing for you, so you can kind of go in a way like Flash, fucking Quicksilver speed, and push you out guys out of the way. However, it is going to slice you. You're like doing this and nothing is working. Like you're like, come on.
I don't know. Yeah.
You will take 25 slashing damage.
Whoa.
It is going to completely like cut into your shoulder, probably like ripping a full chunk out. As you see it kind of just like dash. That this time as it hits you, you and Shay fall onto the ground as you kind of like push her to get out of the way. It dashes between you both and clears nowhere, like doesn't hit anybody else that's behind you guys, as it kind of just like dashes forward and it's like off in the distance. Not to be seen. Like a full triangular section of your arm has been ripped out.
As soon as I see the bleeding, I'm definitely gonna pull out any like fabric I can find and try to staunch it.
Gotcha, yeah, roll a medicine check.
You get it.
What'd you get?
9.
You can wrap it around, but yeah, it's a lot of blood.
It's probably a lot of blood.
It's a lot of blood.
Shay probably would like, as soon as she sees it, she would try to like get Issa and then hold it, but not doing great.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Good to know.
And like clock that the base is gone.
Yeah, because I would say since you guys had the only real big vision on it, that most of you guys is like you see it. If it was up on the mountain rise, you watch as it kind of goes and like into the distance of the Badlands that is the wilds, and it's gone in the horizon.
Damn.
I mean,
quick.
It can go so fast, it could come back.
Yeah.
Sorry, my brain was like, meep.
As Shay's trying to like wrap this like fabric around, Finley's just gonna put both hands on her shoulder and just kind of like guide her a little bit to the side and be like, "It's all right. It ran away. Bleeding's not hard to stop. Everybody's okay."
Issa, you're in like debilitating pain. You're like, ah! Like it almost cut bone.
Finley's just gonna like comfort Shay to the side and then be like, "Issa,
Yeah?
it's gonna be okay. Just breathe real."
I feel like I'm gonna pass out. It hurts so bad.
As he's saying this, he's just gonna cast 3rd level Cure Wounds straight over it. For Issa, it's gonna feel like a warm fire as he's trying to like Tylenol this pain away while he's healing this. And that's gonna be for...
I give her a Flintstone vitamin.
Yeah.
And actually, what do you think's in the serums?
I got 15.
Okay.
Not nothing.
Shay, Finley, and roll a perception check at advantage.
Got it.
Yeah, no perception, that's fine. Or investigation, whatever one, it doesn't matter.
17.
Perfect.
19.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the one thing you will notice is, or you would have both noticed, in as quickly as that happened, is the chunk was ripped from Issa's arm, and it's not like from the wound there was blood. It was like it was ripped as if it was just the flesh underneath, and then from like the now exposed parts of the underneath started bleeding. It's like the blood that was also ripped with the chunk of her flesh was gone. When you heal it, Finley, and you'll notice this too, Shay, and you probably will notice eventually, Issa, but at this moment it's a lot of pain. The intensity of the wound, it does scar, but it doesn't scar back to like the full shape of the arm. There is now like this permanent scarred indent in Issa's arm.
With Finley doing this for Rush previously, he's just like, "It's okay. It's going to leave a little bit of a cosmetic, what we call, it's going to be more of an aesthetic scar. It's going to be a little bumpy."
Okay. We should leave. We should probably leave. I saw it. We should leave. I'm scared.
I'll just start packing up camp as fast as possible, I guess.
Me too.
Yeah, I will also help.
As you're all starting to pack up, Issa, I'm sure you're probably just being like, are you just watching Issa just to like comfort her?
Yeah, I'm like, it's
Shay.
not like brushing the hair out of the face sort of thing, just making sure that like she's okay.
Okay, yeah. As you're packing to go, which again, this has interrupted everybody's sleep, so you'll need to start over. There is this moment where he says you're trying to calm yourself and like kind of like focus and like just streamline your thoughts to something because you're kind of like frazzled from everything that's happening. There is this moment that you feel this intensity at your head, like a very front-facing headache or migraine, really. As when you kind of buckle over, Shay, you'll notice this white eye appear. The same thing. It's like an arcane like drawing of an eye open. As then you kind of like look up, like you're like, oh my god. And as you look up, you notice it starts to happen to everybody. Everybody kind of like buckles over with like a headache on their like to their forehead as everything around you changes. And you guys, anybody else who looks around, you'll see everybody else has that white eye appear because Vivica's now cursed you all. No, I'm just kidding.
You're all now ghosts.
Yeah, but you watch as like the world around you, it's like it melts like water bleeding ink on a page as it kind of just disperses and changes to see daytime in the same area, and all you can see in this image you're kind of getting given is the image of that woman who's part of the beautification committee, Gazania. And you see her, no mask, she's walking around, and then you kind of just watch as like, it's almost like she's getting, like if you're in a POV, you kind of watch that she's getting closer to as there is just this, again, sound, and you just watch as like her neck is ripped open. And this is, it seems like a moment of the past for at least you who saw her. If anybody else saw her during the thing, you know she had her mask on and wrappings around her neck.
Yeah.
So this is obviously something in the past.
Yeah.
Maybe she was attacked by the beast. And then it kind of just like, again, you guys all like kind of buckle as it almost reverse bleeds up back into the nighttime that you were at. But you all see that.
What the fuck was that?
Did they fucking drug our ration?
I don't.
No, okay, no, stop, everyone stop. In the spirit of honesty, because the last time we were in the mountains, I also had visions. I had another vision, and it was the Violet Matron this time, the founder of the Voltiac, which I told you about because my dad told me about it, and she came down from the sky, and she said a bunch of things, and she yelled at me because I'm reckless, and I know that I'm reckless, and then she told me that my sadness is inherent and genetic, which I didn't really like. And then also she gave me that arcane eye that I just saw everyone had as well, and she knew everything about me, and she said that I could focus on the center of my head and save everyone, and then I tried to do that, and it didn't really work because I've never done that before, and it's new. And then I tried, and then I got hit, and then I almost died, but it was really close to being death. So I don't know. I'm just a little overwhelmed, but yeah, no, that was the beast, and I just saw my great grandmother.
Right.
Fairest fucking father. Let's focus on what we can control for the night. Finley, how do we stay safe?
Oh, I mean, the good thing is it ran the opposite direction.
So it's very
unusual.
fucking fast.
Yeah, the bad thing is it could come back as quick.
Exactly.
I'm a creature of experience, and my experience is you run from it, and sometimes someone stays behind and they die. But it ran away. I've never seen that.
Can we just go somewhere else?
Is
Like
there
maybe
anywhere
move
safe?
camp. Let's just move camp.
Move away! Yeah.
Let's take the beast and push it somewhere.
Did the beast run the direction that we are going to continue in?
No.
Okay.
If you guys were on the mountain side, I would say that you probably are going more like northeast. It was on the mountain facing southeast, and it kind of went whoosh, that way.
Okay. So good news, it ran away from where we're going, so we can continue in the direction we're going. I'll stay in the back. I'll keep watch just in case it shows up again. If it does, you all run. I'll stay behind.
I'm not actually going to let that happen because you're the only person that can navigate does. So if we're going to go run willy-nilly in the wilds, you need to stay alive right now.
Yeah, we know. We're gonna get back to the vision, right?
Yeah.
Priorities.
We'll get back to the vision. We just
Who
need a
was
plan.
that?
We can start moving. Is everything packed up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where are we moving?
We're going to go northeast.
Let's go.
You're going to take lead. We're going. So I'm going to just start everybody moving. And I also want to talk about the vision we all just had. I'm assuming we all had the same one.
Yeah.
I saw someone get sliced.
You saw each other in the vision.
Oh.
It's kind of like you guys are like all in like a
Shared.
The best way I can describe it, yeah.
I saw that person talking to Asta, but I have never seen them. in my life.
Her name's Gazonia. She's, as far as I know, the keeper of the wilds is what they were saying. They each have their own area, and I had wondered why she couldn't speak, but I guess that just answered it.
Why was that shown to us? Why did we see that?
I mean...
Part of the thing that she said, I guess, but...
Probably.
Yeah, Issa probably just explains, like, she has an ancestor, I guess, that has this third eye ability that she granted to help. I don't know. And she gave it to all of us because I'm important, but also I'm important just because everybody is, I guess. I don't know. Which is a good pep talk, but also...
Slay.
Slay.
She said slay, and Issa really understood.
I'm going to say Finley, and then I'll let two other people assist, since you are the Wilds Traverser. And then whoever else wants to help with survival along the probably next 3-4 days.
Okay.
I'll give it a
Who
go.
wants to be my other survivor?
So Shay, Finley, who else?
I'll probably do it because I took
Yeah.
the roleplay lead.
I took survivor classes in college.
Yeah.
Finley, what'd you get?
I got 17.
17. Shay?
Mod 20.
Mod 20 and or Connie?
14.
14. Okay. Over the next couple days, like you probably do that one first day of like just getting somewhere, sleeping. You're a little exhausted. It's whatever. Finley kind of guides you through the wilds, and he'll probably tell you like, listen, there's like at any moment there could be some like other than the beast, there could be some other wild beast that is around. There are like giant boars that could be running at us at any moment. Purple worms exist here, so there's probably a couple times like during your trek that if you feel what is like a minor earthquake, Finley will be like, nobody move.
It's the tremors.
Yeah, like literally, it's like a tremor just in case. Like nobody move. Let's go this way instead because if we're in the rise of the mountain, it's more likely not to be able to come out of all the rock. Like I mean, it could, but it probably won't. And or feel our steps. But yeah, you kind of like traverse around. I would say with Shay and One's help, and then everybody else, of course. But like with them kind of heading and keeping their heads on swivels, you guys will safely traverse through this part of the wilds, over the bay, and then into the Twin Desert towards Dhoetian Mhor, as Finley has described. Very careful, very safe. Probably that's why it probably takes about almost 5 days just to tack on for some safety.
So I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm pretty.
I'm pretty.
I'm pretty.
Pretty. That's
I'm like 99.999% positive that the beast killed my dad. So, and you said that my dad was. I mean, I knew he was in Bronzeguard, but that was like not chill out here. Like that was not a good thing. But is there ever a reason why the Bronzeguard would be out looking for the beast, or you think he just got caught in it?
I mean, there's plenty of reasons for bronze guards to be out here. They're typically just ordered like round people up, arrest people, kill people, do lots of different things. Mm-hmm. And when they're out here, just the same as the rest of us, they are susceptible to the beast. And he kind of like puts a hand on your shoulder while walking. I am sorry you lost that.
Yeah, it's okay. I was young. I don't really remember, but I don't know. I just never got like any answers about it. We didn't really even know what happened. I didn't know until like now that when I found out what it was. So
really, I think my first time seeing the beast up close, I also lost a father figure. So
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I just feel worse for the people who actually lost that father that day. But it's alarming to see that it's just it is so small, you know.
It doesn't like it look. Obviously, it's threatening and it looks threatening, but like it's so humanoid. That makes it so much more disturbing. And no one knows anything about it, and that's also terrifying. It's just always been around.
Look, there are. I mean, all I can really say is that it's been around as long as my mother. There's record of it since the fall of Ponte, but not much before. Couldn't really tell you that it didn't exist just because no one knew about it. But
we can theorize for the rest of our lives.
Is theorizing not fun for you? Like, I'm trying to keep the mood light.
Regardless, end of situation, theorizing isn't going to help us right now.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to talk. You're a scientist. Theorizing. Like, I'm not trying to formulate a plan. I'm just like throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks.
When we were with the martyrs in the mine, everyone was talking about how other people might be able to make wishes with like blood and the beast attacks. and there's no blood left. So
Oh,
Just like the ribbons.
that's an interesting thought. I'm writing this down.
And then, of course, there's the flowers under the ribbons of people in Carpeted. So no blood, but flowers instead.
I already checked. I don't have one of these. So.
I thought you said that when I was healing her, I noticed that.
I didn't say you noticed anything. I said you noticed that her arm was indented. Nobody looked to the ground.
So flowers grow underneath. There's no blood, and
It's incredibly fast.
Well, you assume flowers grow underneath. You don't know.
very fast.
It's a theory.
Yeah.
Honestly, it seemed like the flowers that weren't there before were growing underneath the recently deceased.
Wait, we should have looked at the place that we were, but I also wanted to get away from there very badly. So
What?
Well, I don't know if it would be there because there wasn't a body, thankfully, but perhaps.
I mean, I know there's not just the. Well, I mean, there's the beasts in the wilds, but then you've also got your bird beasts, and you've got the beasts of the grove.
You've heard talk. There's a beast of the bird, but there's never ever been any incident you've come across.
there's more.
I mean, if you ask Fiara and you really let her get into it, she would speculate that these are just beings left over from the War of the Gods, and they have some kind of connection with the Dawnwood, and that they're just remnants of that time.
Do you think they're similar to the Hexaleap?
I was gonna say.
I mean, they could be something similar. They could be.
Did Hexley?
I would say, because the Hexleaf is obviously, well, not obviously, I don't know that much about it, but it seems more related to, it seems more about animal life. Maybe there was something in the past that was related to plant life, and this is just the broken remnant of that. Maybe it's also a being that got separated and split.
That seems more, a Hexaleap seems more like creation. These things seem more like perhaps destruction. So two sides of the same
It's
coin.
still creation if it leaves.
Exactly.
Oh.
So
If
it must be some
flora
sort of...
versus fauna.
True.
Right.
So there's one for the bird. There's a beast in the bird. I've never heard of this.
Never.
We're speculating that there is one. If there's one in the grove, one in the wilds.
There's one in the grove.
There is.
Yeah, we were.
Did you know about it?
I did.
And you're just telling us now?
Yeah.
After I pressed you?
I mean, in the past, we did go to the grove, and you do have to avoid certain things, otherwise you are going to be consumed.
Why did you go to the grove?
Well, you already know about the Darkroot Diamond. We worked with the previous bull of the Honest Security, Mr. Burke, and
Mr. Burke.
went into the grove. I know Fiari explained, went to Deer Village, said she would bring it back. That was a lie. But she wanted to have a way to study it to learn more about it. And then Mr. Burke obviously kind of crosses his hand over his throat and closes his eyes and sticks his tongue out. He goes, Fiara's connection to being able to study the diamond, again, just does that again. So she had to work to find a way to get into a position where she could do that, and that took a long time. But then Arathia told her that she would study it for her, but as we all know, Arathia Burke is a liar. But I know y'all had, or they had Codex steal it.
Yes, they did.
So that original plot to get it from Deer Village, I was a member of the group that did that. I didn't come up with the plan, but I was there, so I am complicit, I guess.
Deer Village, you say?
Deer Village.
Noted.
We did have to, going back to the plot, if you will. Got to avoid the beast of the grove, otherwise you're going to be assimilated.
I'd say by this time of your journey, you guys are getting pretty close to your old stomping grounds, Mr. Finley de Galilei. You see in the divot of what is the crater of Dhoetian Mhor is this fucking Borderlands Mad Max-esque style camp that they've started building into this crater. And it looks like Heathen Town.
Those four-wheelers rolling around, man.
Yeah, you know, with the guitar, yeah.
I know it's supposed to be sad, but that is sick as fuck.
Right? Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Finley, sympathies? This is cool as hell.
Sorry that the grave of your ancestors is sick as fuck.
They do have the jagged pike walls made of wooden pike walls that they've made, and there is kind of that almost Wild West like entrance
Yes.
arch that has the symbol of the teeth again. It seems like a hand, like a very bad makeshift hand of those wooden pikes, and carved into it is that teeth symbol. As you guys get closer, are you going to say something before you guys walk in, or like?
If you perceive close enough, he's shaking. He's kind of just like.
Cinnamon probably like jumps out of your arm, Shay,
Yeah, I was gonna say
and then like nestles up to Finley's like leg, and then will like kind of walk in front of you as if he's like protecting you.
Oh, Cinnamon.
I'm just gonna be like, well, everybody, this is my home. This is where.
Y'all coming into the Fight Club?
Yes, we are.
Good. Welcome to Cow Crater. That's where we're gonna end today's episode.
Oh, that's so